I'm Carlos Curbelo, and I represent South Florida in Congress. I'm joining you from my home in Kendall. This is where Cecilia and I are raising our daughters, and where I've lived for over 20 years. In last November's election, our community voted to start anew, to give someone from a new generation the opportunity to work in Washington for the betterment of our neighborhoods and the country. I ran because I believed I had something to contribute, and because I learned that when we put people over politics, a lot of good can get done. So let me give you a short recap of my first 100 days representing our community in the U.S. House of Representatives. While the partisan divide in Washington remains persistent, it should come as no surprise that most of what Congress has accomplished is a result of Republicans and Democrats working together. Just recently, with an overwhelming bipartisan majority in both the House and Senate, we passed the first substantial legislation to protect and strengthen Medicare in over a decade. To protect our coastal communities, our environment, and Florida's economy, I introduced the Foreign Oil Spill Protection Act, a bipartisan bill to make oil companies fully responsible for cleanup costs, no matter where the drilling took place. I also co-sponsored the Flood Insurance Premium Parity Act to extend relief from high premiums to more property owners. This is particularly important to our neighbors in the Florida Keys. To help small businesses thrive, I introduced legislation which will expand opportunities for small firms to work with the federal government. We also passed important legislation to fight and prevent human trafficking activities that prey on the most vulnerable people. And just last week, the House passed bills to strengthen cybersecurity. This is important to our country's national security interests and to protecting the privacy of our citizens. Throughout my first 100 days, I visited with countless people from Westchester to Key West, and we discussed the issues that are important to you and your families. There's still a lot of work to do, but we're actually getting things done in Washington for a change. Thank you for trusting me to represent you in Congress. This has definitely been a challenge for our family, but the opportunity to make a contribution to the country and to this community is very fulfilling. I encourage you to go on our website, www.carloscurbelo.com, sign up to receive important updates, and follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Also, send me your questions and concerns, and let me know how I can do better. Thanks again, and I look forward to seeing you along the way.